Hello friends, in the last couple of videos of network analysis, I have discussed about all the important terms related to diagram. Now in this video, I am going to draw the network diagram and find all the important terms which we have to find. Okay. Let's take an example. A small engineering project consists of 6 activities, namely A, B, C, D, E, and F, with a duration of 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 3 days respectively. Draw the network diagram and calculate EST, LST, EFT, LFT, and floats. Mark the critical path and find total project duration. We start with activity A. An activity is denoted by an arrow, and the name of the activity is written below the arrow. Its duration is written above the arrow. An activity starts and ends with event. So it starts with event 1 and ends with event 2. Now we find the EST, which is written in the left side box. For event 1, EST is 0. For event 2, we have EST of event 1 plus duration of activities A equal to 0 plus 4 equal to 4. For event 3, we have 4 plus 6 equal to 10. Now, before calculating the EST of event 5, first of all, we have to calculate of activities D. So, EST of event 4 is 4 plus 4 equal to 8. And the duration of activity E is 3. Now, for event 5, when we go from 4 to 5, 8 plus 3 equal to 11. And when we go from 3 to 5, 10 plus 5 equal to 15. So we have two values, 15 and 11. But we have to take the maximum value. Okay. So here for event 5, EST is 15. For event 6, we have 15 plus 3 equal to 18. Now we have to calculate LFT. So LFT is calculated first of all for the last event. So for event 6, LFT is equal to EST. So 18. Now for event 5, LFT equals to LFT of event 6 minus duration of activity F. So here 18 minus 3 equal to 15. For event 3, we have 15 minus 5 equal to 10. For event 4, we have 15 minus 3 equal to 12. Now for event 2, when we go back from event 4 to 2, we have 12 minus 4 equal to 8. And when we go back from 3 to 2, we have 10 minus 6 equal to 4. But here we have to take the minimum value when we are calculating LFT. So for event 2, we have LFT equals to 4. Now for event 1, 4 minus 4 equal to 0. Now we have all the value of EST and LFT. Critical path is one which consumes maximum time, and it is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Here. The total project duration therefore is 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 3 equal to 18. 4 is the duration of A, 6 of B, and 5 of C, and 3 of F. Here the black color arrow show the critical path. Here you can see that for the critical events, the value of EST and LFT are equal. Okay. So now we find the other terms. So in this table, you have seen we have find the EST column number 3 and LFT column number 6. And now we have to find the LST and EFT. So first of all, I am finding EFT, earliest finish time. So EFT is equal to EST plus duration of that activity. So for activity A, EFT equal to 4 plus 0 equals to 4. For activity B, 6 plus 4 equal to 10. For activity C, 5 plus 10 equal to 15. For activity D, 4 plus 4 equal to 8. For activity E, 3 plus 8 equal to 11. For activity F, 3 plus 15 equal to 18. Now I am finding LST, latest start time. So latest start time equals to latest finish time minus duration of that activity. So for activity A, 4 minus 4 equal to 0. For activity B, 10 minus 6 equal to 4. For activity C, 15 minus 5 equal to 10. For activity D, 12 minus 4 equal to 8. For activity E, 15 minus 3 equal to 12. For activity F, 18 minus 3 equal to 15. So now we have calculated all the value of EST, LST, EFT and LFT. Let's calculate the value of total float. Total float equals to LST minus EST or LFT minus EFT. You can use any of these formula. Now I am taking LST minus EST, column number 4 and column number 3. So for activity A, LST is 0 and EST is 0. So total float is 0. For activities B, 4 minus 4 equal to 0. For activity C, 10 minus 10 equal to 0. For activity D, 8 minus 4 equal to 4. For activity E, 12 minus 8 equal to 4. And for activity F, 15 minus 15 equal to 0. Now I am calculating free float. Free float is equal to EST of tail event minus EST of head event minus activity duration. So let me clear you the head and tail event. So for activity A, tail event is event 2 and head event is event 1. So when we calculate its free float, we have EST of tail event, that is for event 2 left side block. You can see EST is 4 and EST of head event is 0. So 4 minus 0 minus duration is also 4. So 4 minus 0 minus 4 equal to 0. Similarly, when we are calculating for activity D, here you can see 8 minus 4 minus 4, so 0. So now you can understand how we are calculating free float. Similarly for activity B, here tail event is 3 and head event is 2. So 10 minus 4 minus activity duration equal to 6. So 10 minus 4 minus 6 equal to 0. Similarly for activity C, here tail event is 5 and head event is 3. So 15 minus 10 minus 5 equal to 0. Similarly for activity E, 15 minus 8 minus 3. So 15 minus 8 minus 3 equal to 4. So we are written all the data here. Only for activity E, we have free float equal to 4 and 0 for the rest. Now for independent float, we have the formula EST of tail event minus LFT of head event. Okay, earliest start time of tail event minus latest finish time of head event minus activity duration. So again, for activity A, here you can see that EST of tail event, that is event 2 and its EST is 4 and LFT of head event, that is for event 1 LFT is 0 and activity duration is 4. So 4 minus 0 equal to 0. Similarly for activity B, here you see for event 3 EST is 10 and for event 2 LFT is 4. So 10 minus 4 minus 6 equal to 0. Similarly for activity C, 15 minus 10 minus 5 equal to 0. For activity D, 8 minus 4 minus 4 equal to 0. For activity E, 15 minus 12 minus 3 equal to 0. And for activity F, 18 minus 15 minus 3 equal to 0. So here you see that for all the activity, the value of independent float which we have is 0. So now we are calculating all the values here, and the total project duration, as you see, is 18 days, is also calculated by calculating the value of activities on the critical path. So 18 days here, and rest other values are written in this table. Hope you understand. Thank you for watching.